I've been to camps when I was your guys' age, seeing all different clinicians and coaches from around the countries. I've been doing my own camps for years now. I think this is one of the best camps we've had, just because, you know, what we did was, in the 3 sessions that we had together, we really tried to break down and understand what this sport is about. All right? What this sport is about. And those guys that I've worked with for so long, you know, I've told you, you know, there's some simple ways to win. I mean, not simple ways, but you can break it down to, you know, as simple as this. You wrestle someone else, you know, in your grade, right? 70 pounds, whatever, you know, 6th, 7th grade. You go out there, you get physical with them. You get heavy on them, physical with them, make them carry your weight and make them feel you. A lot of those kids don't want to wrestle that hard. You know? A lot of them don't. Alright? And if you just go out there and impose your will on this guy and just wrestle, and they say wrestle your match. No, really wrestle him and get on this guy. Boom, 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 getting on him. A lot of those kids don't want to deal with that, and they're just going to probably turn their back and give up takedowns easily. They're not going to fight that hard. You know, you have guys that, you know, if you let them sit around and hang around, they feel comfortable. You know, they'll hit slick stuff. But if you go out there and boom, you club that guy, he doesn't want to deal with that. That's even at the college level. It's even at the Olympic level. You see guys, you know, going out there, whether it's an American versus a Russian, and the American is working on wearing this guy out. You know, it could be for a world title. It could be for, you know, to get past the first round, the little groups that put them in round robin groups. You know, it could be in the first round of the World's and Olympic Championships. And you get out there and that guy starts working on this guy, going at a high pace, a pace that this guy doesn't want to wrestle at, and the other guy will fold. Even if it is, you know, over an Olympic gold medal. You know, it's about your mind, it's about your spirit in here. You can break a guy's spirit by just simply making them wrestle, you know, harder than they ever did. You know, and some of you guys don't understand that. I've been trying to explain this to you guys for a while, but you're used to wrestling, Carmen. You're used to wrestling at, you know, this pace or whatever, right? Well, what happens if you go out and there's a kid from Kentucky, whatever, and you shake hands, and he's like this, ready, go. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? You know, are you going to say, screw this? That was only 10 seconds, and there's still 6 minutes and 50 seconds left. I don't want to deal with it. Or are you going to fight back? You know, and that's what we try to have our guys do. When we, you know, people talk about, you know, Oklahoma State style, the Iowa style, you know, the Illini style of wrestling is to put pressure on guys, to put it on them, and we drill with this type of pressure. We do a lot of drills, but we get our takedowns, right? We get our takedowns, we come out here and we stuff this guy's head, and we're looking to hit things like, you know, this guy reaches up, we're going to cement him to the back, you know, or pick him, whatever. And if we don't get him, you know, come here, boom, we don't get it. Okay, what's that? We're moving back on this guy, back on, getting our takedowns, coming back up front, stuffing this guy's head, making him work harder than he wants to. And if you've worked, you know, if you've worked as hard as you can, and it's an 8, and a guy's wrestling at a 9 of a pace, that difference right there, just a little difference of wrestling at a higher level or at a higher pace than you're used to will get you tired like that. Get you tired like that. Will make a guy quit like that. You know, and that's why in practice you got to work. You know, you guys work hard, but there's another level. And there's always another level that you can get to. You can't skip them. You can't take the elevator up with 10-4. You know, but you can work on getting to that. All right? Getting to that level. You know, and I think what we did today was kind of, you know, these last 2 days was just kind of breaking down the sport and understanding, you know, how to win, why you win, how to get to the leg, you know, faking. We showed a whole different style of wrestling to you guys that I think if you incorporate, you know, it can be really dangerous. You know, not a lot of guys know how to wrestle that outside style of wrestling. You guys see it in here. You guys go to drill. What do you guys all do? All right. Well, how comfortable are you if you can't get your hands on him? Well, you know, here. How comfortable is he? You know, But I thought this was a great, small camp. Last night, 2 sessions today, and I don't know if we went over 1,000,000 moves, but if we did, we'd walk away with one. If we went over 1,000,000 moves, we'd walk away with one. What I think you guys did was, you guys learned the low single, you learned the misdirection low single, you learned missing off a high crotch, you learned to do it from contact, you learned how to do it from the outside, you learned how to use your hands, you learned how to move your feet, you learned how to fake, you learned how to finish your legs, different options, you learned some stuff on top, and more importantly, you're learning a mentality. The mentality of, just being tough. Being tough, right? And I'm not calling you out. There's been plenty of times where, he's watered up, or you guys have watered up in practice. And I've been with you guys for a long time. I've seen a lot of you guys water up. And I've watered up in practice. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing because it shows emotion. It shows that you care about getting scored on. My coach used to punch the wall like he was an infant. He used to, when he got scored on. So I'm glad that you water up. I'm glad that you show emotion when you get scored on. I'm glad that it matters to you, because if it does matter to you, you're going to be really good. If it matters to you, you're going to be really good. If it doesn't affect you, if just giving up a takedown doesn't affect you, I question it. I tell you, my family knew. My mom, my dad, whoever, they called me after practice at 6 o'clock, and I was at the dining hall. Did you give up a takedown? They could tell in my tone of voice. One takedown in a 2-hour practice ruined my night. Entire day was ruined. Don't anybody talk to me. Don't anybody talk to me, because you're just going to get barked at. You're going to get barked at, because I'm that pissed off. I'm that upset. I'm that frustrated that I got scored on. You got to take that type of stuff to heart, guys. And this type, not just wrestling, but we're talking about, I got a B. You can be content with a B, or you can get frustrated and say, man, I want an A. You can always hold yourself to a higher standard and not being content. And those are things that we talked about at this camp. Those are, like we talked about, lifelong lessons that you're going to walk away with, from wrestling. Handling adversity. Like we said, we're on a double leg. He sprawls. Do we put our hands on the mat and let him run behind? I got 2 exams in 1 week. Do I just flunk them both? Or do I suck it up, get a little bit of sleep, and get 2 good grades and catch up on my sleep on the weekend? When he sprawls, do I let go, let him run behind? Or do I step and slide and knee slide and suck it up and find a way to make it happen? And that's what it is. That's why, we said, guys, this is wrestling, this is life. This is preparing you for life. You're going to come into so many more trials and tribulations that are a lot harder than defending a single leg. If you put your head down and turn your back and whimper about it, or you get tough, right, and fight back. You get tough and fight back. And think tough. When times get tough, what do? And that's basically what we're talking about. We want our guys to hit those tough times as much time as they can. As much time as they can. Get prepared. Get prepared. And in practice, we want guys battling. You guys, when you guys go back to wherever you guys go when you train, you need to be battling in practice. Give yourselves the toughest situation so when you step on the mat, you felt worse. I used to tell my guys, I wrestle them, and coaches, we would talk, and we'd be like, oh, well, I give up takedowns to him all the time in practice. I said, I don't give up any takedown. Why? Well, Jordan Lee, he knew, wrestling me, he wasn't going to wrestle anybody tougher in the country. So he wanted me to go full bore, no matter if it was a day before or if it was a week after. He wanted to go full bore so he could feel the toughest situation. He was a national champ, but maybe it was that confidence of going, I wrestle with this guy every day, these guys aren't crap compared to that. Maybe that's what it was, to get his mind right. I'll let Mark say some things, but hey guys, it was great to be back. It was great to see a lot of familiar faces, and keep it going. I'll be back, keep coming around, sure every summer, stuff like that.